Okay, jumping back in, literally still standing on this roof because I wasn't doing grinding or anything between stuff. I wanted to record more, but the problem where we're now at a weird impasse with
the fly point is above her, but I don't think you ever...
in this game,
so you're gonna have to fly right there.
In this game, I never went up there, but I literally have all the powers. I can just climb the cliff. The problem with this game, and even other people, like playing the game, had kind of a similar problem where the in-game starts to be a bit excessive on the level jumps. To a point that even if you are fighting a lot of the trainers and stuff, you really, in this game, just do not get a lot of experience. That is bullshit.
How the hell did that even happen?
That is bullshit. I ran into
a topsail over there. How?
Damn it, apparently I ran into his swaggering aura.
God, these hitboxes are worse than a FromSoft game.
Oh, game.
Yeah, because of the obnoxious level jump, this might be a very short recording unless you're literally going to record going around sort of grinding for like 3 hours or something. Because I believe the lowest level...
The thing is, and even if you are playing the game a little bit more legitimately...
The lowest level thing we could do, is I believe Arvin, and I think his lowest level Pokémon is 58 or 59. And even if you were playing the game legitimately, and you fault, because the Dondo was always supposed to be the last, you fault it, let's actually even give it the benefit of the doubt a bit. Instead of saying it's exactly the level of his Pokémon, let's say his Pokémon are weaker, so it's actually like 55 or so. Even if that was the case, his weakest Pokémon is still almost 5 levels stronger than that thing, and that is his weakest. I think his strongest is like 67.
Generally, on average, because of the dumb way the experience curve works, you normally end up barely around level 50 by the time you're, like, finishing up the gyms and shit. Which annoys me, because I looked at the level gaps in this game, and, like, the Elite Four and stuff...
Like I said, his lowest level Pokémon is 58.
The Elite Four...
His highest is, I think, somewhere in the range of 55 to, like... No.
The freaking Elite Four is, like, around, like, 9 levels higher than the highest level gym, which was the Ice Gym leader.
It's all, like, even if you are somehow around the levels of the game, even if you somehow are around that, when you then get to the thing that happens after, or that most of the time the jump is like 10 levels.
The level scaling in this game
I say around 10, but again, I think Arvin is technically the weakest. When you go do the shit at the end of Star Road, I think their Pokémon are actually in the low 60s, meaning the game has, I believe, like a 12-level jump. And again, that's the low end. I think their higher-level Pokémon means the game has close to a 15-level jump.
Because I'm not even skipping that many trainers, and even then, you'd think the story... Like, you should never... God damn it. Have to grind in a game like this. Yet this Pokemon game sort of forces you
because, and this is why I hate the internet, they listen to people saying that the games were too easy, so to make the games not ridiculously easy, they had the games have an obnoxious level jump. When that is, I feel, the worst form of artificial difficulty in an RPG when a game just jumps 10 or 15 levels and says, fuck you. And now that we've seen that the game actually does this, I can rant about Uranium doing that a lot more, because that makes the end of Uranium horseshit. Because I believe the Elite Four goes from, mid-60s to, I believe the final boss is, 80. And because this is a bullshit ROM hack fan game, you have to, I believe, do all of the Elite Four and the final boss in a row with, I believe, no saving at all. I believe you were just forced into a fight one after another. I don't think you have a chance to save in the middle of that, but I could be wrong about that. That part, meaning that you basically have to go through 5 fights, and again, because bullshit ROM hack, I believe all of the Elite Four have 6 Pokemon.
Yes. Oh, okay. My whole point, this level jump for the weird sort of offset is actually surprisingly close to some of the older Pokemon games, like Gen 4 was kind of notorious for that. And it annoys me because it's kind of like you sort of end up needing to grind to sort of offset, because you end up ridiculously under-leveled just getting to the...
look at that, you're not even that... Because of that shit, you're not even that much higher level than this gym. Yeah, you are, but... I said it's honestly not by much. It's
still have the air balloon.
Look at that. It's so much not by. Hey, having the air balloon is good, because as long as you have that, that might confuse the game.
If the game has surprise,
if a game's only offensive move is ground, or if it has ground, it might keep clicking that, trying to hit you with it, but it doesn't realize it has to pop the air balloon.
No.
Actually, a hilarious thing about that is because it's raining. If you had time.
Yeah, it's a special.
I know it's a special attack on a Gyarados. I'm just talking on an absolutely hilarious scenario here.
That is not gonna help you.
I guess. Yes. Now start clicking Shadow Ball. No.
I already.
Now that you got your setup.
I set up to +1. Air balloon. I should have changed, but air balloon will be okay in case there is some random ground coverage. My whole point, the level jump is kind of excessive.
Yes, it is. Because it's there for artificial difficulty. Because I honestly am convinced, after, we both ran into it, that this game did fucking kneecap your experience growth, so that beating a low-level Pokemon, and I didn't think about this at the start, but then I should have, because of what you did. You fought the Dondozo around level 20 or so, because that's when Garganacl learns Assault Cure, because that's when technically it's the middle form learns Assault Cure, because it's around level 50. If you had had the old experience system, you would have gotten a lot of level ups out of that, but don't you only get 2 or 3?
I got 1 or 2, yes!
Yeah. When all of the team was a third of the level, and that really does tell me that because of the game being open, to sort of prevent people from discovering shit like that, they heavily capped the level curve. But this is stupid, because this even punishes people that quote-unquote play the game correctly, and because the game gives absolutely no fucking hint towards what order you're supposed to do things in other than their level. Someone might actually end up doing something out of order, like how you end up doing the water gym out of order because it was relatively like simple enough, and it's like if you do too much out of order, you are fucked.
This whole game, because what should have happened.
It's like beating all the over-level titans and stuff early on. It's like you should have probably at least gotten like 3 to 5 levels out of that.
Setting up. Ah, damn it.
But because of level difference, and now +1 Shadow Ball should murder. Big murder.
Air balloon popped, but that's... +1 Shadow Ball. If I change my items back, I just forgot I had that on. It's an Indeedee, so I can't... Oh,
You could keep snarling it to death. Just because it is a special attacker.
I mean, you have a point.
That's why we left this move
Of
on,
course.
and of course it misses.
That's why I hate 95. Back to neutral with you.
You get it to -1 if the move hits again. You should be able to live with it at the -1, and now
Contingency heal.
I was going to say because it's now at -1, you could just swap to Serena and
That would have also been applicable. But the game... Oh, I like what I'm doing here. As a good example of Snarl being a really great control tool. And Metajam. And Metajam is funny because it can't hit me with fighting damage.
Yeah.
And I can go back. Indeedee is port normal type, so I couldn't do this. See? Like, you know, when I hit, it's fine. The whole... Back to what we were rambling about. The level curve, because I was looking at stuff and comparing. It's just a massive jump for no... It's a massive jump for, like, no reason.
I feel like the reason is...
Okay, if... Damn it. If there is a reason, and it would be something along the lines of this, that they... Damn it.
Is... What the fuck was that?
That's not what I was trying to do.
Oh, that's amazing.
He confused. The reason is most likely that on some level they realized that if you took a Pokemon from like the beginning of the game and could go defeat like the Dondozo or something, high level or whatever.
Like I made a joke about the Dondozo, this Pokemon isn't in the game, but it's like its only damaging moves are, I believe, water, normal, and I think fighting. So because of that, when you fight the Dondozo, if you had a Pokemon like Jellicent, because it's a water, or Ghost was water absorbed, it would be completely immune to the Dondozo, so it could sit there slowly chipping away at Dondozo, and the Dondozo literally couldn't do anything.
Basically.
It's to prevent you from doing shit like that, where if you find a Pokemon that completely walls as something, it is there, so...
It's to stop you from taking a low-level Pokemon and basically beating a high-level Pokemon. But that annoys me, because on the one hand, I get it, but then...
Especially because, like I said, that still also sort of it caps you even if you're around the level of the game. It just, like, kneecaps fucking everyone. Because the experience growth just feels lower. It feels like they went back to an old styled experience system. What was the old system before the one they introduced in Black and White? What was the one they...
You can get stuck on stuff.
It's the fact that you were, like, pointing straight up. But how did the old experience system before Black and White work? Because I
always get mixed up where they had made a experience change to actually kind of kneecap. There was, like, a chain... God. I'm talking because I don't remember the full logistics involved in this nonsense. I always forget what had happened where they had changed experience ages ago. Because they had actually changed it to kind of accommodate around... I think it was... For a minute there, I think they actually made a change where a lower level Pokemon would get more experience.
I know for a fact that's what they did in Black and White. I believe they did change it where, like, you would get more or less depending on a, like, level or range, and that was what they kept for a while, just I believe slightly tweaking the ranges, but it really feels like this game went back to the sort of other older experience method where things were a lot more set and, like, flat rate.
Because they made an open world Pokemon game and didn't want someone basically beating up a, like, level, like, 50 Pokemon and shooting up from, like, level 5 to, like, you know, a good, like, from level 5, like, 10 or 15 levels, which should fucking happen. But didn't, because when I beat the, like, Dondozo and shit, I only got, like, 2 level ups. It's like... Okay. Towards song. Booyah! And that's before boosting. I love the throats reset. Yeah, that's... I'm at +2. Boo! Yeah, +3. Okay. Oh! Oh, shit, son. Hell yeah.
I guess finally get rid of Spark.
Yeah.
We're going in.
That's good damage.
Playing a risky game there. Unless it's not the thing. Unless I'm getting the ability mixed up.
I believe that ability only procs if it sees you boost.
So if it somehow lives this, it will get like the +3.
Okay. +3.
It would say that the ability...
No. I'm checking my own thing, because I'm trying to decide what to do here.
Shadow Ball. It's a pure psychic type.
Yeah, fair enough. Crap. Crap. Whew. Tangy. Should have terrasled. Yeah, that works.
Well, I also have hers might not even have that ability.
Go to the board. How am I faster than you?
I guess level difference.
Massacred! I want this stupid starter. And finally, the thing is, I can keep current Pokemon. Because it is...
What's the level difference?
It's 45, and
Yeah, like 40, 45, 48. It's only a 3 level difference. The Terastal and Shadow Ball might... Actually, wait, your Terastal's a pure fire.
I could Terastal for defensive reasons.
You could. Terastal and collect Shadow Ball. Because due to the super effective, I think it would technically be... It would still be
if I Terastal into pure fire, I'm giving up my ghost type to keep her...
Wait, does she have any ghost moves?
I don't know.
It is a fairy type.
Hold on. I'm just gonna click ghost damage. No, it's a fairy type. But then...
So not Terastal could actually be better because you could resist fairy. Because I actually don't remember this.
Fire resist fairy! I would become a fire type!
Oh wait, yeah.
The thing is, I know you have really good special defense, but I have a crap ton of special attack.
But...
That.
Wait, did it crit? Oh, no.
No, I just win. Too much special.
You were close enough in level.
I was close enough in level where
it might live.
Yeah. Well, that was easy. Cool. I win. That was straightforward. Not like... I'm not saying you're wrong, but you have to think about for 5 minutes. Like, I was setting up because of the Torch song.
Yeah,
and
but
I know.
Brought up the only like training the game has is like HP training.
Is HP,
and it's not a little bit of HP. I believe it's like a lot of HP. It's normally I think around like one.
For a lot of people, it starts ending up like between 150 to just a straight out 252.
So that's why I was like, it actually still has a chance of living.
Psychic! Yay! I wasn't inherently disagreeing with you, but we were sitting there and I was like, wait, I'll just try damage. Oh hey, stab Shadow Ball. Special attack. That throat spray idea saved my ass. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you agree that a good RPG should never force the player to grind in order to easily beat the game? I'm sorry if an RPG forces the player to grind in order to easily beat the game. That RPG has failed in game design. The only RPGs that force you to grind in order to easily beat the game only do so because they need to basically pad out the game with cheap artificial difficulty, which bothers me every time this comes up in an RPG, and unfortunately, Scarlet and Violet are guilty of this. And on top of that, it actually turns out me and Carson were half right. The game does cap your experience, but the cap slowly gets increased as you beat the gyms, meaning early on you do earn less experience than you would earn later on, because they hard cap the experience you gain, which does seem to be an anti-cheat system to basically stop people from finding an over-leveled Pokemon and basically beating it for experience, which I do kind of understand, but at the same time, I feel like the experience growth is super messed up because of this. And on top of that, it really does feel like the massive level increases are basically a cheap, artificial way to make the game harder, and that bothers me. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you'll come back someday.